Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's hello, you're standing very close, milady. She strode over as I...
Something worse in the ruins.
Fair enough. As I was scratching the back of my shoulder before pressing record. So yeah, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more of the Oblivion remaster. And in tonight's episode we're going to go back into the city of Kvatch and try to find the priest Martin. Now, something interesting I've noticed about this remaster is a lot of people making a really big deal over who plays the voice of the Emperor, but not a lot of people mentioning who plays Martin Septim. If you know, you know. I'd say he's got to be a fairly sharp individual myself, but maybe that was a bit too obvious. Give the game away there? Perhaps. Well, we'd better get moving. We closed that gate. What's going on? I didn't forget to save, did I? Oh, bugger. Or maybe the closed gate just stays on the map as a marker forever. Possibly so another one cannot open there. Got a bit concerned now, better hurry. You notice it's still surrounded by tainted ground. The daedric effect on this land. Yes, I was going to say the daedric taint and realised I've just used tainted. Anyway. The soldiers seem at ease. The gate is
How could the Nine
still
let
gone.
this happen? Are they angry with us?
Quite possibly.
You saved my life. You brought me back from hell. I won't forget it.
Very well.
It was a terrible night. I don't know how any of us survived. The whole city was burning.
Well, we're going to have to try to survive now, and it won't be easy.
Be seeing you.
Quite. Now, Captain.
Are you ready? We need to move out soon while we still have a chance to strike.
I've rested, I've leveled, I'm ready.
For Kvatch!
Kvatch now, not Kvatch. And at this, the soldiers take off towards the gate at a shocking rate, leaving us somewhat behind them in their dust trails. Let's hurry on inside, they're going to need our help. Now we're level 5, yeah. We're nearing the danger zone, really, honestly, but oh well.
Come on!
Oh, don't interrupt him. I have entered the ruined city of Kvatch with Savlian Matthias and his men. We must clear the southern plaza before the survivors in the chapel can be rescued.
On for Kvatch!
I heard Plan Fear. Where the fuck did it go? I've never seen them fly like that before when they get walloped hard enough. Oh.
This ends here! Take that! That's the best you can do?
Ow. Whoop. Where? Take out the caster. I have helped Savlian Matthias and his men retake the southern plaza. I should talk to him about our next move. But first... Ooh, that's heavy. I probably can't afford something that weighs 43 at the moment. I wonder if I go to the quest journal and select a different quest, I might not get constant pop-ups on this one.
We wiped the bastards out! It's safe to pull those people out of the chapel. Let's get in there and make sure they're all right. Come on. This is only the beginning of the battle for Kvatch. We can discuss the next phase once the civilians are safe.
Quite rightly too. And yes, I almost pressed the wrong button there to put my weapon away. What is going on with him? Is he poisoned or... It's probably poison. But it's lasting very long, whatever it is.
Report, soldier.
Sir, we're all that's left. Barrack Inian, myself, and these civilians.
That's it? There's no one else?
There were others, sir, but they refused to stay put. We tried to convince them it was dangerous, but they left anyway.
Her voice
I
is
guess
so
they didn't
familiar.
make it.
As is the
Very
name
well.
Barrack
The
Inian.
area outside the chapel has been cleared, and these people need to be taken to safety. Escort them to the camp south of here at once.
But sir, I want to help fight.
You will, soldier. Once they're secure, get back here immediately. We'll need every available blade, and there'll be plenty of fighting to go around.
Sir, yes, sir. Civilians, it's time to move out. Let's go.
And here they come, and there he is. It's very well. Don't worry, Your Holiness. We'll speak to you later.
We've done it! I can't believe it! I didn't really think this would work! Maybe we do have a fighting chance. Oh yes, we're not done, not even close. This was only the first step. If this town is to be ours again, we'll need to get inside the castle. You've come this far with us. Will you go further? If we're truly going to succeed, I'll need much more of your help. I warn you, though, what we've seen so far is nothing compared to the battle that likely awaits us. Take a few moments to catch your breath and think it over. When you're ready, let me know and we'll get underway.
I think, since we're in a chapel, it's time to pray. Seek the advice of the gods. Kvatch is most revered here. Interesting. Oh, they got some supplies to keep them going while they were holed up in here. And beds where we could rest a bit if we needed to level. We don't need to do that just now. We did that at the bottom of the hill, didn't we? Although we're close. Now, I think if we don't level up, we stay low level and the world doesn't level up until we do. Let's rejoice. Through faith your afflictions are banished. It's good enough for me. What's this? What is this? It's just a broken shelf. Looked like it might have been something that could save the city, no doubt. Like a mace or something. Oh well. Here we are. Let's do what we must to cleanse the city of this demonic taint.
Are you ready to go? We need your help getting to the castle, but we need to move soon.
Aye. Let's go.
I knew you'd be up to it. Our goal is the castle gate. We should be able to use this door to get out to the plaza in front of the castle gatehouse. You know the drill. Stick close and keep your eyes open. Let's move out!
Pain and hardship await us out here. We're just going to have to do the best that we can. Where'd he go?
What's the matter?
Damn it! This is no good! The gates are locked, and the only way to open them is from within the gatehouse.
What about Martin?
He should be around the camp somewhere. He was with the survivors we rescued from the Chapel of Kvatch.
If he's safe, then let us address this matter of the castle gate.
We can't open that gate from out here. The only mechanism for raising it is inside the gatehouse. And the only way to get into the gatehouse now would be through the passage at the North Guardhouse, but that's always kept locked. Hurry and find Barrich Inian. He should be back in the chapel, and should still have the key to the guardhouse. Once you've got it, get to the guardhouse, find the passage, and open that gate. Then we can get inside the castle and secure it.
Right. And where is the Dremora sorcerer who was over here casting spells? He's right here. All these things may be of use to us. Now we need to get back to the chapel. We're not going to get married, we're just going to meet Barrich Inian, or Barrich Inian. His name has now become inconsistent. Like a bottle of ink on top of the thing that's behind the back of a toilet. With a T afterwards.
We saw the smoke from the Gold Road while out on patrol. How can we help?
Follow me!
We'll be right behind you.
And this is where we can get our Imperial soldier armor. If any of these members of the Legion perish, we can take all their stuff and no one will mind. Not that we want them to perish, we'd rather have them help us in our cause.
I'm just waiting for Captain Mattias to give the order. Finally, a chance to fight back.
Captain Mattias wants the gatehouse key for the guardhouse.
Yes, I have it. Why?
We need it to get into the castle.
That's right. They managed to close the castle gates just before we were forced in here. I'm afraid you're in for a tough time, friend. The city's in bad shape, and it will be difficult to make it to the guardhouse by yourself. I'd better go with you. We'll have to go through the chapel undercroft, and then through what's left of the city. If I don't make it, take the key and carry on without me. You'll need to reach the tower at the north wall of the city.
But first, we probably have equipment to repair, especially our trousers, which tend to get ripped to shreds. Oh, actually pretty decent. So, repair hammer, where are you hiding? Here we go. Don't need to mend that. Okay. We move. Come on, men. There is evil to vanquish. He who took this path will take this one as well. Although I think he'll end up coming out another door down there instead of this one, bizarrely. Right.
You're pathetic. This ends here. For the Empire.
Where? Okay, everybody good? We all seem to be breathing. Let's just take a moment in case. Yeah. Empty. Very well. Onwards, men. Destiny awaits, and it's not pretty.
Yeah! Take that! This ends here!
Oh god.
Die!
What happened? He got stuck for me. Die! Oh, you absolute git bitch. Get cut. I've got an axe here, I'm not afraid to use it on your scrawny demonic hide.
Do yours! Why won't you die?
Right. Where's the bowman? Please tell me you haven't lost one already. Wherever he is, I hope he is well. He certainly seems to be gone. That's pretty bad news for us. Unless he's got himself stuck in a corner somewhere. Right. Let's go back to Beric. It seems we're headed through this breach. Where? 1, 2... Don't see the bowman. That is bad news for us. Right. We'll just have to make it without him. Okay. He must have... I don't see the body, so he could just be in the chapel under Croft and going to follow us when we get to our next destination. Is this it? What are we missing here? They didn't all just follow me, did they? That would be so foolish. One moment. Because if we just need to go... No, it definitely seems to be in here. Oh! Right. We need a key.
This is it. The entrance to the passage is right here. I'll unlock it for you.
Seriously,
Best of luck.
please do. No, don't make this my active quest. It's going to be hard enough as it is without constant pop-ups. Right, we're in the base of the tower, and he does not appear to have followed us down the ladder. Now let's clear out this while we can. Ah. When we open the gatehouse, we don't want any demons within it. So... I don't see him. No. Not active. Now this is going to get very much like camping. The weapon is suffering heavily. Right, we have potions and should probably use some. At least use a healing potion. No. Wait, weak. There we go.
Getting tired?
Bloody hell, there's just so many.
the matter? Getting tired?
Oh no. It's happened. And we are too close to being encumbered to take any of his belongings just yet. There's the second one. The archer must have fallen somewhere else. What is going on here?
Charge the courtyard! Leave none of them standing!
Right, we're in the courtyard. Unless you mean outside somewhere. Now, I think he means in here. But bizarrely, him and his men aren't going to come in with me and I have to do this alone. May the Nine have mercy on my soul. But before I venture forth into this location, I should probably mend some of my banged up gear. Oh goodness, look at those trousers again. Right. Oh, not great. Okay. And we are out of repair hammers. So be it. I see bad news. 2. Well, we won't stay hidden for much longer, will we? But given that I see a... What's it? Oh, there we go. Right. Fire. There is much fire damage. We'll drink that potion of weak fire shield and get in there and fight. Oh, you get fucked, mate. And we... Now, if you could come around the corner here, that would be excellent. You did! Thank you! Where the hell did... I don't know how he did that. Flame attribute gets absolutely... Whoa! Okay, nope, we'll just hit the scamps instead for a bit. Run. Okay, it's time to initiate plan. Beat them with their own weapon. Because clearly our axe is faltering. Cannot change weapons while attacking. I'm not attacking. Whoa, she is swift. I'm not even going to attempt to... I see. Well, that's a problem then, isn't it? If something's broken, it's probably the trousers. And can I please now... Yes. I don't care about the charge, okay? I just care about destroying this vile thing. And retreating before it bursts. I don't think they do that fiery explosion in this game. I think that's just a Skyrim thing. Even more disturbingly, the quest has not updated yet. Was it the trousers? It was the trousers, indeed. Well, so be it. We must. I can only pray it is not as deadly as the chamber we have just passed through. It's probably worse. Okay, this is no good. We need to be mending stuff. We may also now be pursued. Yep. Okay. Slow down. I think it's all fairly obvious what I'm going to be doing next. And it might just get me killed. Here we go. If I'm going to be over encumbered, I might as well do it in style. My armor's all broken, so I'm going to use some replacements. Here we go. We're out of hammers. Let us admire our full heavy armor at last. Now, I want to say... This really thin and really wide lip here on the... those are greaves, aren't they, on the lower legs. It looks very cartoony, like some kind of World of Warcraft shit. I don't like it. I wish they hadn't done it. And that rests very high on the head. Where are the gauntlets? There are the gauntlets. I now have a full suit of armor. And a steel longsword in better condition than the axe. Right. Back I go. With no intention of reducing my encumbrance. And therefore probably getting walloped by many, many foes at a time. What is that icon there? That's not the over-encumbered icon, it's something else. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of the over-encumbered icon from Tainted Grail. It may be the over-encumbered icon after all. Magic. Not listed. Okay, well, it's fine. We do actually have some scrolls. What scrolls do we have? Chameleon, to make ourselves invisible for a bit. Damage fatigue, not sure what we'd use it against. Flare. Fire damage. Flashbolt. Fire damage. Again, I've got a feeling that the Scamps and Flame Atronachs will be highly resistant to fire damage. Inspiring touch on an ally. Okay, looks like we're just going to go fight. So let's properly make our equipment visible in the inventory as well as in the world. Ah yes, the distinctive quillons and wide base of the blade of the steel longsword. Somewhat reminiscent of Boromir's sword from The Lord of the Rings. Why did I mention that? I think you know, and if you don't, maybe you'll find out in a little bit. For now though, I must go and fight some more Scamps, maybe another Flame Atronach. Who knows? I just hope I can make it through safely. That looks like a potion. Or a broken piece of furniture. Not a potion then. Fine. It's worth a try. Interestingly, people have started putting articles up on the internet warning new players against doing the Kvatch quest at too high a level because of the way the level scaling of the world works, and the fact that this quest scales a little bit more aggressively to a sort of higher level of difficulty because they want it to be more challenging or something. Let's just... A dancing fire. Did we get a book? A skill? We did! Excellent. Could have sworn there was another scamp in here. Right. Look. The quest hasn't updated yet, so I clearly have more foes to slay. He says, just going and checking the quest quickly. Your these masters, yeah. I mean, honestly, at the moment, the quest appears to be bugged. Because he and his men... I presume I cannot pass this point. This is barricaded off very successfully. So I'll head back the other way. Map. How are we doing? Give me a local. Right. Great Hall. We're in the Great Hall. Sleeping quarters. Down that way, down that way. Probably something at the end. Right. While we have never joined the Imperial Legion, after our deeds this day, I'm sure they would be proud to have us counted among their ranks. Even if only briefly. Look, it's silver. It's got a decent amount of value to it. Ha! There you are. Yes. Come face me. Get chopped up. And if that was it, that would be funny. But that seems to not be the case. There's another chamber back there. Well, I better... Is that gold? Silver just shining oddly in the light. Well, let us try to be thorough. You know, if the soldiers had come in here, I'd probably attack them by accident, trying to swing at the enemies. Oh, goodness. Okay, I've probably cleared this area, and I've probably got the dining hall to go. That looks like another barricade. And once all this is done, we can finally return to the... hello? Okay. We'll just have to go and fight everywhere, I suppose. Oh, we can't heavy attack because we're over encumbered. Got it. Why do I recognise that screeching sound and think I've heard it in Skyrim? Nothing that will aid us in our quest. Hello? Look, we should save those things from the flames, however. Another chamber clear. Let us continue in our quest to rid this castle of the demonic invaders that infest it. Their gate is now closed. They'll have no more reinforcements. Now is the best time to wipe them all out. So many books. The real Baranzaya. Interestingly, I've heard people recently pronouncing it as Baranzia. Maybe I should play more Morrowind, but I'm pretty sure Baranzaya is the correct pronunciation, or at least it feels like it should be. Hello, oh shit. Well, here we come. Look, I know the shield does nothing against his fire, but it does look similar to some of his natural attacks. Yeah. I'd rather do the other side chambers before this one. Leave it. We are not here to plunder the well, no, we're recovering things in case the castle is irretrievably damaged, right? We are salvaging, obviously. And I'm sure the people down in the camp below will be pleased to recover these things. Maybe they'll even hand us a monetary reward. Okay, let's see. Better go all the way back down to this one then. Go to the dining hall first. Work my way up. That looks like a chest in an alcove in the wall, but it's not. I might take a closer look in a bit, but for now, I'm going to hope each of these side rooms only has one scamp in it. A hall, on the other hand, could contain quite a few... Unless it's... This is no great dining hall, it's tiny. It's also unoccupied by fiendish foes. And for that, I am grateful. Leave it, they have enough wine in Coral. And if I take some of the cheap wine from here to give to them, they'll be insulted. They won't like me, they won't pay very much for it. We are sweating profusely from the heat. And the prospect of imminent danger at every corner. Although I continuously feel as if I've almost done it. I only remember the initial Great Hall at the beginning of the castle. I don't remember any of the rest of this. Hello? This works perfectly. So just one more door then. Could be a lot beyond it. Or it could be nice and, you know, medium or even a small area. Yep. One chamber. One chamber would be perfect. Or even a great hall. Watch this, like a daedric or something. Absolutely, what's this? Cerulean Brothers wine. Okay, well look. I think they would be glad to see that return to them. Door to the Count's quarters. Oh dear goodness. Okay, here we go. Wait, he could even be alive. I seriously have my doubts. Come on, you Atronach. Oh! Oh! Okay. do we have potions that will aid us here? Quite probably not, to be honest. Magicka we don't particularly need at the moment. Healing, we're reasonably healthy. Frost shield, no good. Grounding is resist shock. Going weak, 20 points. We don't even need 20 points, do we? Do it anyway. Personality shock shield. Wait. No, that is resistance, I think, basically. Okay. Oh, wait. No, that won't really help, will it? Alright. You. You have had it, lady. Surely now. Leave it. We'll even leave those coins on the stool. Right. I found the body of the Count Goldwine. I should deliver his signet ring to Savlian Matthias. And there's me thinking it might be an amulet. Well, I might have been able to do that without clearing out the scamp in the side room, but I'm glad that I did all the same. I'm breathing a sigh of relief, but I'm not going to lower my weapon just yet. Not till I'm safely at the castle gates. And stepping into the courtyard once more. Ooh. Well, it would have been quite unreasonable to expect the Count to still be alive, given how long the castle had been occupied, and the city itself for that matter. Not that the demons necessarily recognize him as a figure of authority, but, you know, they search the castle, see that as a big target, and like, ooh, let's go get it. And kill everyone inside. I swear, oh, you know what, I did say I'd go look at this. See, that is not a chest on an alcove in the wall over there. 'Tis a ruined pillar, and we're going to be levelling after this. Oh yeah. Because levels occur more frequently now that all skills contribute towards level up and not just primary skills. Which does mean that over-levelling and facing a much more difficult version of Kvatch is a lot easier in this version of the game. I was borderline. If I'd come here a few levels higher, it would have been rough. So essentially, what I would have done is cleared out 1 or 2 or 3 of those dungeons along the road here to help get me up to the sort of level where I was near the top of the sweet spot, but not quite pushing through it. And now I don't need to do that, so I got to ignore those absolutely on the way here. There we go. I'm really tempted to go look for that archer, but it's going to probably end up being too much bother. Some people, however, have, you know, screenshots and videos of them doing this quest at like level 10, level 14, and it is just horrendously way beyond their capabilities. Because they didn't know. Other quests that level scale in the storyline, I mean they all do, but the others don't level scale quite so egregiously as this one.
Where is the Count? Why is he not with you?
He is here, as I hold out the ring. The rest of him couldn't make it here with me.
We were too late. If only we'd gotten here sooner. This is indeed a dark day for all of us left. But I thank you for risking your own life to help us. Did you find the Count's ring by any chance?
Yes. It is right here in my hand in front of your face.
At least, this is safe. Thank you. I shall make sure it is protected for the time when a new count is crowned. Here, take this. I have no use for it. I'm tired of fighting. It may serve you well in days to come.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Farewell, friend. We fought together, but not against each other. I will now blatantly take everything. From my enemies, but not from my allies. Those who have fallen here this day have earned their peace and should not be disturbed. I do believe the man I rescued from Oblivion fell. He made it out only to fall in this final courtyard. That is how brutal and harsh this war can be. Then again, we take this opportunity to imagine how harsh and brutal it is for our foes. Now, they started this. They asked for it, right? They totally deserved what they got. But these poor defenseless people here, well, the soldiers aren't defenseless, but the other people, they didn't expect any of this. I've got a horrible feeling I won't be able to get any more repair hammers till I make it back to Skingrad. Now, do I see where the fallen archer might be? I'm not going to go out of my way to look for him, but he did appear to drop somewhere very near here. In this first sort of plaza, really. That is vegetation and not a body. I have the equipment of 2 Imperial Legion soldiers, that's more than enough already. If I should happen to spot him on my way back to the chapel, I shall reclaim his belongings as well. Those boulders look suspiciously like the kind of dark colour the Legion armour used to be. Oh, can we go up there? We shall not, but we possibly could. Back to the Chapel of Kvatch. I believe there's a chapel to each of the gods in one of the Imperial cities. And there's been talk of the murder of priestesses of Debella and Anvil. So I'm not sure who's in Coral or Skingrad.
I hope I can help.
Let's
Certainly.
compliment your... Wow, 87? Yeah, I can't really improve on that. Let's talk about a man named Martin. A priest here, in the chapel.
I'll never forget him. He saved as many as he could that terrible night. If only they'd listened and stayed with us in the chapel. Good day.
I want to check these doors. Just because of the way the rubble has fallen, blocking off the... I want to say... well, that portion. This is where we fought earlier. They just... So we could have gone through these doors or those doors. The soldiers just all went for those ones. Right. While I am here, however... Yes. More plunder. I still don't know why all the merchants have unlimited gold. That feels like a bug, and I think it should be fixed, because they shouldn't have unlimited gold. They should pay for the things I sell them out of their money, out of their financial gold limits, which they blatantly have displayed on their inventory when I trade with them. And the unlimited gold does feel very, very open to exploitation. For now, though, I am heading out these gates and back down to the camp at the bottom of the hill. And before I rest, there is something very important that I must do. Actually, two important things. Beldaburo. A priest named Ilav Dralgoner mentioned an Aeliad ruin, Beldaburo. He says it's where these disappearances are occurring. I must investigate. I probably shall, but only after I've got Martin to safety. Pilgrimage. I've heard of a mysterious prophet who preaches outside the desecrated chapel of Dibella in Anvil. I should find out if he knows anything about who attacked the chapel and why. Now, I believe that is a DLC quest from the original game, purely because the amount of people who only wanted to talk about the attack on the chapel in Anvil, when I spoke about rumours, it seemed like a very heavily-handed replacing of the normal rumour mill. And I should probably investigate that one. For now, we'll enjoy the rain on our helmet and our face, not in our hair or hitting hard on the top of our head if it's particularly hard driving rain. The wind in our face, the lack of burning, flaming, boiling clouds in the sky. I bet I still can't rest here. Additionally, though, we do have some new body armor. Kvatch Cuirass, Fortify Endurance and Strength on self, 3 points each. You know what? That's pretty good. I can't tell if that's light or heavy armor. It looks light, doesn't it? I mean, it's certainly a lot lighter than this. As I was saying, I suspect this bed is still unavailable to me. But I have something much more important to do than sleep. Although, once my duty is done, I shall absolutely need to rest. I've had a horrific ordeal. I've been into an Oblivion gate. I've been to the plane of Oblivion and not only returned alive, but sealed off a gateway from there into our world. And after that, I have gone and fought with Daedra in the city itself. I have got to be absolutely knackered. Look at him staggering along here. Glad to be alive, but also desperately clinging on by pure willpower. And actually, as a result of that, I think I will improve willpower when he levels up. Yeah, willpower, endurance, and maybe luck. That sounds reasonable, right? Because for now, we're just remaining conscious until we can find the priest Martin, ensure his safety, and then we shall rest before the journey. And I'll tell him to get some rest too. You've been up, working hard, looking after people. But rest now, from the morrow, we travel. This definitely doesn't look as black as Imperial Legion armor used to. There is a mod that, I mentioned this before, there's a mod that recolors it to make it closer to the original, or, you know, pretty much identical. I like the fact they've remade all the armor models, but they have made the legs on this one look way more cartoony than they used to. They used to look maybe a little bit cartoony, but not quite as extreme. You know, they've exaggerated a detail or three. I think they have mercifully possibly reduced the size of the pauldrons slightly though, so that's good. The helm being so high is strange. I'll probably be looking to replace it with another. Not that steel helm, mind. But something else. Here's the plan. We find Martin, we sleep, we offload some crap, Then we travel back towards Skingrad. And aim to keep Martin as safe as we possibly can along the journey. Now, you might think, hey Raph, why don't you just fast travel? Well, quite honestly, if I beg Martin to chloroform me, then he knocks me out and drags me senseless across the map to the destination we intend to reach, and then restores me to consciousness. I haven't exactly been ensuring his safety every step of the way, have I? In fact, I've been missing out on content that I could absolutely enjoy. There's a great Viva La Dirt League video about fast travel. You've seen that one where he asks for fast travel and this guy's like, oh, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I want to fast travel. Okay, look over there. Chloroforms him, drags him across the map through all the different locations. Gets him to the place where he wants to go and wakes him up and runs off.
Gods, I don't even notice anymore.
She's got issues.
I guess you can
chair.
get used to anything.
Now,
You closed the gate. That's the first good news in a long time.
I did indeed, and you know what else?
For the right price, I can make anything good as new.
Oh, that's expensive. Okay, let's not do that. Can we get some repair hammers instead?
What can I interest you in?
No repair hammers. Okay. That is unfortunate. Right. Let's get rid of that. Uh-huh. Wait. These are more damaged. Because
You
I've
got
been
a
using
great
them.
deal there.
Why do I have 3 pairs of these?
Fine transaction.
We'll also part with that one. And then... Health 4? Bloody hell. And this has served us well. Thing is though, at 53% it's doing the same damage as the longsword at 78%, but it does way less as well. Interesting. Oh, we don't need this, mind. It would be nice to see our encumbrance value here.
You've made a good bit of go.
I imagine we'll be seeing it very soon. Right around
Tell
now.
your friends about me. Farewell.
What, the smith who maintained my gear and helped me survive in this harsh environment? Yeah, absolutely. Why do I still have this? So, 12. I think I have to sell a sword. That'd be 36. I'm trying to get rid of... So 12 and 16 would be 28. Perfect. Oh, right. For some reason. What are you doing, game? Oh, that's... I did not have 3 pairs.
You closed the gate. That's the first good news in a long time. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
There we go. Look, I'm learning not to get ripped off, accidentally selling the same things over and over and over again. Right, yeah, I think I have to then. Hang on.
Tell your friends about me. Be seeing you.
How are we doing now? Need to get rid of even more.
I'm just tired.
Can we waste some making potions? Right. Intelligence, fatigue. Okay, look, we're just going to do this. Restore, fatigue. Could you go away now, please? Thank you. Right. Right. A little bit of some fruit there, you know. Something a bit more savoury. Now recognise an additional chemical property and sometimes craft an additional potion. Well, F. FU filters. Ooh, now we get way more stuff.
I can't face it. Don't give up. You're not alone. And the chapels and
Thanks. Kvatch is safer for all of us now you've closed the gate.
And now I want to sell you things, lady.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Oh, you buy this? Excellent stuff. Well, how about we give you some of these?
You got a great deal there.
It's not about the money. It's all about the weight limit. Ooh. She only seems to be interested in alchemical things. Ah, but we're going to be leveling anyway.
A pleasure to serve you.
It's
You
the
too.
smell,
And if we level
really.
strength,
Smoke and
that
fire
would be
and
great.
something
10, so that's like
worse
2
in the
points, right?
ruins.
I heard about how you helped the guard drive the daedra back. Well done.
Glad to have finally met you. The Emperor told me to find you.
The Emperor is dead. Who are you? What do you really want with me?
You're Martin, right? The priest?
Yes, I'm a priest. Do you need a priest? I don't think I'll be much help to you. I'm having trouble understanding the gods right now. If all this is part of a divine plan, I'm not sure I want to have anything to do with it.
There is a plan, and we are part of it.
What plan? What are you talking about? I prayed to Kvatch all through that terrible night, but no help came. Only more daedra. What can you possibly know that would help me make sense of this?
You are Uriel Septim's son. This is the most terrible way to tell him possible.
Emperor Uriel Septim? You think the Emperor is my father? No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest of Kvatch. My father was a farmer.
I don't think the Emperor was your father. The Emperor thought he was your father. The Emperor knew you were in danger.
You spoke to the Emperor before he died? And he told you to find me?
Why would I lie to you?
I don't know. It's strange. I think you might actually be telling the truth. What does this mean? What do you want from me?
Come with me to Waynon Priory. All shall be explained there.
You destroyed the Oblivion Gate, they say. You gave them hope. You helped them drive the daedra back. Yes. I'll come with you to Waynon Priory and hear what Joffrey has to say. Lead on.
I just can't sleep. I lie down and close my eyes, but
And
I can't
that-
stop thinking about it.
In case you didn't know, was Sean Bean. Hello.
What do you want?
Well, I was going to practice my
You too.
persuasion skill, but I think I should just level up first. Okay, 7. If we just go 14, that'll be 9:26 in the morning. A very reasonable amount of rest. We've earned it, and we will earn the rewards of a good night's sleep as well. Obviously, we take our armor off to sleep, otherwise we wake up really stiff and sore. You sense yourself more aware, more open to new ideas. You've learned a lot about Cyrodiil. It's hard to believe how ignorant you were, but now you have so much more to learn. I did say we had definitely earned a willpower increase. Let's go for a bit of endurance. Should probably go strength as well for the carrying limit. I think I just... No, let's put an extra one in willpower. Why not?
How could the Nine let this happen?
I just can't
Are they
sleep.
angry with us?
I lie down and
know.
close my
What could we
eyes,
have
but
done
I
to
can't
deserve
stop thinking
this?
about it.
I'm just tired. I can't face it. I have to start
There are
over.
now new survivors we could practice our speechcraft skill on.
I'm just
You're not
tired.
I think we're
I
okay
can't
for
The
face
this.
it.
chapels and the Elder
I have to
Council
start
will
over
help
from
us.
nothing.
Let's just
Don't
get
give
out,
up.
get out of
We're
here
not
and
alone.
leave these people
The
to...
chapels and the Elder Council will help us. Just
I was
take
about to
us.
say their misery, but that wouldn't be very right, would it? We could absolutely run. Should we run? Perhaps. But with a holy man? Perhaps not. Now, the game's marketing before release did make a big deal out of the fact that Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean would voice characters in the game. They did very briefly mention that the Emperor would die near the beginning of the game, so that wasn't a massive surprise for people, but it wasn't mentioned enough for it to stick in the memory very much, so a lot of people expected Patrick Stewart to be in the game a little bit longer before being killed off near the beginning, instead of right there. But now we have Sean Bean. Surely he's not going to die, right? Seriously, that would just be daft, wouldn't it? Also, it's interesting voice casting because up to this point, the Elder Scrolls had been pretty much, like, all American accents, right? Even the Bretons attempting English accents in Morrowind had a sort of transatlantic sound to them, so it wasn't easy to tell how authentically British their accents were. Of course, I'm a truly authentic Breton, as you can tell by my Imperial Legion armour, which makes me look such a Breton, honest. Yeah, really. Apparently, the item level scaling caps at level 30 in this game. So... What the fuck? What? For a moment there, I thought someone was trying to assassinate us. I think it's the wolf. Okay, how far have we got to go to Skingrad? I reckon we might be able to make that by the end of the episode. Who are you?
Hi there.
This version of Oblivion is much nicer because it actually has beards. There was one character with a beard in the original Oblivion, and he didn't have a beard. He had a zigzag triangular chin with a beard texture painted on it, and it was so obvious that he didn't really have a beard and moustache. Having seen him in the trailers for this one, I'm glad he will look decent. Now, the other interesting thing, of course, is we have to ask ourselves, two very important questions. 3 very important questions. Let's go for 3. Number 1. And remember, there are imps around here. Number 1, will the Elder Scrolls VI look like this? Now, typically, when a new Elder Scrolls game came out in the past, it was time to buy a new computer, because Bethesda tend to push the limits of the technical requirements and don't necessarily optimize very well. They go for making something look as astoundingly amazing as possible. Whereas someone like, say, Blizzard, optimize really effectively so they can get things looking, you know, not quite Bethesda level, but still pretty good. And
what is it, citizen?
Still run on fairly low-end systems. They're also very good at action gameplay. So anyway, yes, I bought a new computer for Oblivion. I literally bought it a month before Oblivion came out, and because they advertised the tech specs for a while, I knew what I needed and what I could get, and I was able to get it sorted out. That computer lasted me about at least 6 years, possibly more. Yeah, maybe more like 10 years actually. And then when Skyrim came out, it was time to buy a new computer, basically. I think I was able to run Skyrim for a bit, so I didn't need to buy a new one straight away. And then I spent a very long time waiting for the Elder Scrolls VI to come out, and my computer was running down and exhausted, and I was waiting for the Elder Scrolls VI to be announced so that I would know what technical requirements I would need to make to be able to run it, and they never announced it. Instead, they made the Elder Scrolls Online, and I thought to myself, that is their perfect excuse to never have to make an Elder Scrolls game ever again. They just keep adding things onto that. However, our first question should be, will Elder Scrolls VI look like this? Will it use the same overlaying game engine to have these sort of graphics and this graphical style, this cartoony style that intentionally apes the style of old Oblivion rather than the somewhat more realistic style of Skyrim? Say somewhat. Second question, are they going to just blatantly remake Skyrim first? You absolute cunt. Why are you still alive? I am most terribly where the whoa. Well look, if I'm gonna be here. Yeah, I'm overburdened practically already, so we'll leave that stuff there and concentrate on getting you safely to the city, where we are less likely to be assailed by anyone looking like a daedric cultist, unless it's Elsie Godhater, who looks exactly like a daedric cultist when she summons her full daedric armor and weapon for no reason and starts attacking people in the pub. It's very easy to accidentally kill her because she looks exactly like a cultist and then get yourself arrested for killing a local. She's got issues, clearly. And actually, that is a reason why we should not run, but should instead stride at a leisurely pace so as to be nearby should Martin lead us. We don't want to run ahead and get him into danger. And why does this feel like I'm on the wrong path? I am not on the wrong path. Excellent. So yeah, question number 1. Do we expect Elder Scrolls VI to look like this? Oh, lady, you are dead. And quite rightly so. Congratulations, Sir Priest. Although we did see Martin's health get quite low against that bandit from Mace, so we do want to be careful. I think he cannot die at this point. That plant looks suspiciously like a head and shoulder and chest sticking out, so let's remove it, just to avoid such confusion in the future. Not that we'll be coming along this road for the foreseeable future. I mean, in the somewhat more distant future, yeah, absolutely. We're going to be coming back that way to that room we were told about. For now though, let's see if we can make it to Skingrad without yet another bandit attack. And once we make it inside the walls, that looks very unsafe on the left there, I think it'd be a good time to end the episode. We have the Emperor's heir, we have him safe, and we're taking him with us. To those who can protect him and instruct him as to what should happen next. He is the only heir to the throne, so there will obviously be talks of a coronation, reinstating a true member of the royal family upon the throne, and quite rightly so too. Hello, look.
What is
Bernadette?
I'm Bernadette Penniless. I work for Tamika. I grow grapes for her wines.
I would like to sincerely apologize for my behavior a few episodes ago. Okay.
Not bad. You're wasting your... Don't try. My life is drab and wretched by compare. What nonsense. I salute... Sure, let's just talk. Don't waste your...
Fine
That's
by
just
me.
gracious. What a... I see. Goodbye.
There we go. And now let's head within the city walls during the hours of daylight, while it's still moderately safe to traverse these lands. Also, another reason for not running is to keep a lower profile. We don't want to attract the Mythic Dawn cult to our presence. They may not know Martin exists yet, and if they do... Here's the thing though, they're aligned with the Daedra. The Daedra seem to know Martin existed. So the Mythic Dawn cult probably are aware of his existence as well, but are they aware of... Oh, for fuck's sake, game crashed. One moment, man.
Don't give up. You're not alone. And the chapels and the Elder Council will help us. It just takes time.
The crash has set us back here in the camp when we rested for leveling up. So we're just going to run back along the road and see what we have to fight. Who the hell are you, lady? That's an unusual place to be walking. Obviously everything's still loading up again, so there's a little bit of stuttering.
Do you want something from me?
Yeah, who are you?
What?
Training?
I'm willing to teach, if you're willing to learn.
That is a skill I have not particularly developed. Training it would be a good idea. And if I leave it at that...
You too.
That's probably fine. No wolf this time? That's excellent. If we can avoid brigands on the road as well, that will be even better. I have my doubts on that front. So yeah, question 1, is this what Elder Scrolls 6 will look like? Question 2, will they just blatantly remake Skyrim and remaster it? And if they do, I bet it won't be the good Skyrim, but it'll be one of the later ones with microtransactions and stuff. And question number 3.
How are you?
Hey, wait, are you a trainer as well?
What?
No, you're not. Okay.
Good day.
Question number 3 was related, so what was it? Oh yeah, question 3 was, if they do remake Skyrim, while many of us would love it if they remade Morrowind with these graphics, that would be amazing, by the way. I imagine they would change the Morrowind combat to be similar to Oblivion or Skyrim, just because most people wouldn't like the random to hit chances based on skill levels rather than damage based on skill levels. But the third question is, of course, if they do remake Skyrim or remaster Skyrim, will they blatantly do that as filler while we wait for... Yes, like, essentially, is Elder Scrolls VI going to be after yet another remake or remaster that they will pump out? Because I could fully believe that. If Bernadette Penelles is outside the city gates once again, I feel we do owe her an apology for stalking her for an entire day. Just checking you're still with us. Excellent. And by apologise, I obviously mean improving our speechcraft skill. Obviously. Here we nearly are. Now, I don't have answers for any of those 3 questions, but I think they are worth bearing in mind for consideration. Just so when things pop up in the future, we can go, oh yeah, I thought about that. I considered a few different ways it might turn out. So this is what they did. Instead of going, oh my god, I never thought they'd possibly do this, or why the hell are they doing this next instead of that? It's like, yeah, well, it was a distinct possibility, you know. We are running, like that film of Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I've never seen. Now, apparently he runs a lot, and it's really good, and people like it. And he jumps down from over a doorway and kills some guy with his legs or something. And everyone in the school played... Wait, silver? 48 though. We could do with a silver weapon, but we don't have the carrying capacity. I think we're reaching the point where we might start to see trolls in the woods, between Skingrad and the Imperial City. Right around that point between the 2 caves where there's that little sort of lozenge, egg-shaped thing where the 2 rows branch, and just be careful, there may be another varmint here to waylay us. And I do indeed... Where? Well, he's dead. Bloody hell, Martin. Looking after yourself okay there, I see. Silver war axe. A lot of silver weapons are suddenly beginning to appear. Well, we should probably avail ourselves of one at the next opportunity, but not quite yet. That shadow looked like the head of a bear. Just been encountering bears in Tainted Grail off camera today, this afternoon, earlier. Well, it's like the next middle of the night now, you know. Woof, rough. Very challenging. Bear will rip you to bits. Make no doubt about it. I survived, but it was really touch and go. Which is why we want to get Martin out of the wilderness, as we know his chances of survival will vastly improve in a city, unless the Mythic Dawn step out of a crowd, summoning their daedric equipment as they do so, to surround us. I don't believe that will happen here, though, because I remember that sort of thing not happening this early in the storyline. In fact, I don't think it did at all. There is stuff to do with the Mythic Dawn cult later on, where we get to infiltrate one. I believe Boris, the Blade, assists us once again. In plain clothes this time, instead of in his full armour. And I will definitely be saving as soon as I'm through the city gates. There she is again! Excellent news. Milady, I owe you an apology.
I work for Tamika. I grow grapes for her wines.
You certainly do. I am painfully aware I spent...
right.
Oh, well... Yeah, she didn't like that.
Good one. Don't talk. Oh, please. That's amazing. Don't waste your... That's Brit. You're wasting your breath.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
okay,
talk.
forgot about that.
You're good one.
Excellent, there we go. Is there anything you'd like to tell me about Skingrad?
I've lived here all my life. Grown grapes. It's all I know. Fresh air, mountains, the grapes on the vine. It's just beautiful.
Quite right.
Good day.
Not only does she have one of the most boring lives in Skingrad, but she also has one of the most peaceful and uneventful ones, which is probably for the best for her. At least she's not going around telling everyone on the street corner just through here on the right that Glarfir has been acting up lately 4 or 5 times in a row. And when it's one of the Surly brothers, the one that we're later asked to follow, it does certainly arouse our suspicions. Very dodgy. But for now, we are safely inside the city, even if the graphics are taking a little while to catch up. Game, are we going to... No, that's good. And his hair is very black. But we've made it into Skingrad, which is great. There's even a merchant we should probably go visit very soon. Oh my god. Yeah, that loaded in slowly, didn't it? Right, okay. It's just one shop. It will be less graphically intense to load in initially next time. And as this is the general goods store...
Hurry up before I change my mind.
Easy, easy. That looks like a silver blade behind you.
What?
Gunda! Let me sell you some
Go
things.
ahead.
Oh, but first off... Okay, looks like...
Well done. Oh, that's great. What not? Is that so?
Right.
Oh, where'd you get... Well done. You're wasted. I don't talk such rot. That's great. Oh, don't waste... Remarkable. What a great story. That's... What nonsense.
There we go.
All
As we can
right,
get.
I get it.
I'm so glad that you do. Now
I
let us
offer
trade.
the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Look at all these things I have that I do no longer need. Unfortunately, most of them seem to be rather useful. Oh look! A bottle of the Surly Brothers wine. It's a local delicacy, and wouldn't you like to have some in your stock?
A
Also,
fine transaction.
Nice stitched green shirt. Look, it's sackcloth.
That seems a
there
fair
might be
price.
some use for it.
That seems a fair price.
Yeah, that can go as well. That mutton is not dressed as lamb. Do you have any repair hammers? I mean, the blacksmith is more likely to have one. That looks like light armor. QR. Oh, yes. Yes, please, yes. Doing it. I will be over encumbered, no doubt. An encumbrance that shall only be temporary, I assure you.
Thank you for your patronage. You too.
Not over encumbered. Okay then. Right, let's mend our stuff. We have a skill to improve after all, including some leather trousers. You notice it's not leather trousers, it's just like leather leg plates on one of these. Excellent stuff. And now we are well on our way towards the next level as well. For now though...
Hello.
What's new with you?
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little animals.
Well, I was going to end the episode there, but they're going to chatter over it, so let's not do that. Let's go to the blacksmith instead, where there's only one person. Oof. Clearly, episode size is becoming an issue, and I do need to end very, very soon. Right around here, in fact. Agnet, meet Martin. This is the end of the episode. Bye, everybody. See you all soon.